Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom. The brother Iram from the James Jamaica camp, and I'm just want to come with a short lesson and a short exhortation to the Akim, basically on daily choices, right? And of late, we see two video where the brother Ariella from the Dallas camp, him do one of them have to do with impulse and discipline, and the second one was about actually chasing habits and not results, right? And like when really I look upon certain things, right, is like we really have to really pre habits on a whole for real, right? And another thing I was is a brother usually watch animes, right? And when we realize that when we watch animes, then we can relate more side to the scriptures. Reason being, almost all of the scenes or all of the stories them are some stories about life and death. So every choice in the anime is basically life or death. And to the society, right, within here we not Babylon, we even we as men of the Lord sometimes we go through the day too casually, if for lack of a better word, like we take some decisions or make slight, but really and truly, in this truth, every decision is actually a life or death, right? Because one decision can actually cost you the kingdom, right? One decision can actually cause you to lose the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So all decisions are life and death, right? So there's going to the scriptures. Salakia. So the first scripture I want to go to is Deuteronomy 30, verse 15. It says, "See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil." Right. So right away, with we coming back to the Lord's judgment statutes, right? We basically rehearse the righteous acts, right? And yeah, we know this flesh, and yeah, we are gonna go off. But if you ask me, like, we're supposed to think before we act, right? We're not supposed to just react to things, right? As best as possible, you pray for the Most High to be vigilant, as the Apostle Gabar going at the other day, right? Where it's a case where you're making conscious thoughts based upon where you observe around you, or you observe the situation where in a no situation is not slight, not supposed to be too slight. As best as possible, you make conscious decisions, right? And then you developing a habit of conscious thinking, right, or conscious decision making, we help you to reach the desired results, right? And that we help you to be more disciplined and less impulsive, right? It says, "In that I command thee this day to love Yahweh thy power, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And Yahweh thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it." So going down to verse 19, it says, "I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live." Right? So really and truly, every decision is life and death. Based off of this, what Moses I tell you, if we work towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, then that is life. If we go contrary, then that is death. Right? So going to our next scripture, right? This is Matthew 6, verse 34. It says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." So here we have a long way we are look for. We are look for the key towards the kingdom of heaven. We are look towards try being as righteous as possible. But even though we have long-term goals, to get there we have to take short steps, right? So you really have to take the truth one day at a time. What are the decisions we get placed in front of you upon a daily basis? How is it that you angle it? Are you taking those decisions seriously, right? It'll affect the truth, it'll affect the brothers, it'll affect you, how it'll affect you, right? Is it wise to just react and not act, right? Because every day have its own evil. So yeah, you focus on down the line, or you say, yo, this happened yesterday, so the man of the Lord, hey, try fix it today, right? We only, in a sense, we only have today. So you live every day like your last in regards to the truth. So every day is you can either live today or die today, which really and truly that is the case, because the Most I can jack you up at any time, right? So we need to, or I speak for myself firstly, I need to think more consciously, right? And actually to realize that every decision is literally life or death, right? Hope this is making sense. So just going to read the final scripture, and hopefully your brothers were edified, and just bring out a short lesson, right? This is Joshua 1 verse, we start at verse 7. It says, only be strong and very courageous, right? So we need to be strong and courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant had commanded thee, right? So hey, what Paul say, with the inward man we serve the Lord the Most High, right? So you're supposed to constantly have the Most High upon your mind in all things we do. It says, turn not from it to the right hand nor to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest, right? So we can obtain the kingdom. We have the decisions we make. It says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success, right? So we really have to really meditate, yo. Every decision is actually life or death, right? You have a quote from in regards to gladiators. Say, oh, a gladiator's first destruction is his last, right? So hey, your first mistake or your only mistake can be your last, right? So those brothers just pray to Most High to make we more vigilant, to make we for gird up our loins so we can think more soberly, yo. Hence receiving the kingdom of heaven, right? Hence to make our diligence, hence being diligent to make our calling and election sure, right? So we can work our own salvation with fear and trembling. So with that, hope you brothers were edified. Once we want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.